guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here then welcome, my name's Chloe. So today's video is going to be my best of beauty of 2022. So these are all products that I have bought and tried in 2022. I do of course have long-term favourite products, but these products did really catch my attention in 2022 and I did want to share that with you. I have watched quite a few of these videos, so I thought that I would jump on the bandwagon and do one myself, because I do actually have quite a few products that I have, you know, they've really come into sort of my staple everyday makeup products. So yeah, I've got a bunch of different products here, and I've got some hair and sort of body as well. I haven't got each part of your face, if that makes sense. I haven't got like mascara, and I think I've only got like one eyeshadow palette, but you know, I do have lots of different bits as well. So I am in my cozy little dressing gown as it is quite cold in our bedroom. If you guys would like to see more of me, you can find me on TikTok, Twitter and Instagram, and that's under the same handle as my YouTube, which is Chloe Kiehls with 2 E's, but I will pop that in the description box below for you, as well as all the makeup products that I've used on my face. There is a tutorial on this makeup look. It will either be up before or after this video, but it is filmed for you. In terms of skincare, I haven't really found a product in 2022 that's really been life-changing for me. I do have old favourites that I've sort of gone back to, but there is one skincare product that I do want to talk about, or skincare brand I should say, and that is Jeffree Star Skin. I do have a few videos on my YouTube already where I've done like first impressions and then after 4 weeks, and this is the third time that I've bought this toner. So this is the Strawberry Water Facial Toner. It's alcohol free. I really like this for my skin. It is it's really fresh. It doesn't make my skin feel really tight or itchy after I use it. It's just a really nice toner, and I do feel like it really helps with my blemishes as well. It's not great with my blackheads. I don't think that it does much for that, but I am hoping that he comes out with a product in the future for that. You know, I do want to shout out his moisturiser. He has got Banana Fetish and the strawberry one. I have only used the strawberry one, but I do really like the formula of that. It is very soft, and it is sort of one of my top creams. I just don't have it at the moment, but I have repurchased that one twice in 2022. I did repurchase his strawberry cleanser twice, but I do prefer like a really creamy foamy cleanser. I did like what that did for my skin. It really helped with like hydration and spots and things, but it might be one that I go back to, but I do quite like to use my Foreo, and that really works with like a creamy foamy sort of cleanser. So yeah, I'd probably say Jeffree Star Skin is the top brand for skincare that I have tried in 2022 as a new skincare brand. In terms of face, I have quite a few products. I haven't really tried a new primer that I have found life-changing. You know, my favourite primer is the Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow. I absolutely love that primer. It's just so glowy, and it works perfectly, as I tend to use, you know, Charlotte Tilbury skincare and Charlotte Tilbury foundation. But for foundation, I do have the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin foundation. I tried this, I want to say it was sort of April, May time, just after my birthday, and I have just fallen in love with it. I love her Airbrush finish foundation. That's slightly more coverage to it, but this one is just like your skin but better. It's so lovely. It's my go-to foundation for when I'm going out, as I just love the way that it looks, the way that it lasts throughout the night, you know, from start to finish. You can just really see the potential of the product. You know, it doesn't sort of go patchy, it doesn't you know, oxidize too dark, and I just find that it stays put, you know, because I set it in certain areas that I don't want my oils to come through. And it stays really dewy in like the high points of my face that I want it to. So I do really like the formula of this, and I will continue to repurchase this one. If anybody is looking for a new foundation and you haven't tried Charlotte Tilbury, I would recommend the brand. So yeah, I only have the one foundation that I have tried this year that I've loved. I'm not sure if I've tried any other foundations. Well, actually no, I have. I've tried like tinted moisturisers and things, but they haven't really, you know, stepped up to be like a favourite for 2022, but this one really is. And I've got, well, you could say that this is a primer, but it's, you can use it as like a primer, you can use this to mix in with your foundation, or you can use it as like a highlighter. This is the Primark dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, and I like to use my Flawless Filter. So I use my Wonder Glow. I will pop this all over my face, and then I'll use my Beautiful Skin foundation, and I'll rub the two together and sort of warm the product up with my fingers, and then I'll use a sponge to sort of pat it out really, and blend it how I like it. And then I bought this one, I think it was like at the end of November or start of December. But it is such a good dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. This one's £5 and the Charlotte Tilbury one retails for like £34, so it's such a good dupe. I went in just after Christmas to my local Primark, because I think I got this in Birmingham, and they had it in there, so I picked up another one. So I've got another one as backup. I love this so much. So that's one way that I use it, and then another way that I use it is to mix it with my Vieve Skin Dew and my Made by Mitchell blush in Candy Trip, which is one of the blush lights. Amelia Olivia does this trick where she mixes sort of her Flawless Filter with Candy Trip and another highlighter, and then she pats it on with her sponge, and it just gives the most gorgeous glow from within, like dewy glow to your skin. So that's another way that I like to use this as well, and I would recommend this. Even if you don't have the Charlotte Tilbury one, I would go out and buy this for, you know, you can either use it as a primer, or like the way that I have used it, where I mix it in with my foundation just to make it a bit more dewy, or as, you know, a really nice sort of highlight on top. So yeah, I do really like this, and this is worthy of my 2022 favourites, even after just using it for a couple of weeks. I will talk about some concealers next. I have recently tried the Huda Beauty Faux Filter. I do really like this. It's such a nice, well, I don't want to say thick, but it is quite like a nice consistency. It's really nice and creamy, and I've got this in the lightest shade, which is Whipped Cream. As my favourite trick is to mix it with my Made by Mitchell Strawberry Cream blush. So I mix these two together to make like a really light sort of pink concealer. So that's sort of my favourite way to use this foundation, this concealer, is to mix it with this one. Or I will use it with this one here. So this is the Too Faced concealer. This is more, it's closer to my skin colour. So, you know, if I don't want to have a bright under eye, then I'll use this one by itself. But if I want to add a bit of brightness, I'll put a bit of this sort of just here, and then this one more on the outside. I do really like the formula of both. I like the way that they last. I would say that this one is slightly messy. You can see that it's just sort of a bit around the rim, but there's so much product in here. I mean, it looks like it's so chunky, it looks like a foundation. But yeah, I do really like these, and I would recommend them. I really like the way that they set. I like the way that, I mean, I use this one over my spots as well, and it's that sort of nice creamy coverage that it just sort of blends out really nicely. But it's quite nice to use on spots as well, because it does have that slightly fuller coverage as well. So yeah, really like those. So then for bronzer, I have one cream and one powder. So this one, I've spoken about this on my channel before. This is the Primark Beauty foundation and contour stick. So this one is in the shade Chai. I watched Jordan Lipscomb's video where she bought like 5 at once because she said it was her favourite bronzer, and I'd never really thought of Primark Beauty as, you know, where I'd want to buy makeup from, as I do like my high-end makeup products. Her contour looks so nice and she was just raving about it, so I just really wanted to try it. I picked this one up in Birmingham. It only cost £2.50 and it is such a gorgeous colour. I've used it on my face today and it just warms up your face so beautifully. It blends out so nicely as well. And again, I saw it in my local Primark, so I picked up another one. So I've got another one as backup. It's only £2.50. You know, it's just amazing quality for £2.50. And, you know, again, I only really picked it up in like November, December, but it's already become my go-to creamy contour product. I love it so much. I use it in the week for work. When I don't really use much makeup, it just sort of adds a bit of colour to my face, really. And, you know, I find that I just pick it up for my YouTube videos as well, as it's a stick, so I just twist it up, pop it straight on like a 3 and down my nose, and it just blends out so quick and so easy. And oh, I find that I don't have to use as much powder on top because it gives such a nice colour and coverage as well. So yeah, I would definitely recommend that one. I love it so much. And then in April, for my birthday, I got the Vieve Modern Bronzer Bronze and Duo. So this is a powder. So you get 2 shades here. You get a slightly lighter one and then a darker one. So you've got kind of like light and cool. Light and cool. I'd say cool and warm. I love this bronzer. I mean, I have used this, I'd say it's my most used bronzer from April. I haven't really found another one that compares to it. I haven't wanted to pick up any of my other bronzers that I was using before that. I've always got sort of this one out and ready to go. You would have probably seen it in quite a lot of videos where I've sort of mentioned what I've used in the description box, or where I've maybe shown it on like TikTok or Instagram Reels. I love this bronzer. It just blends out so nicely, and I do have the Vieve brush that sort of works well with it. But yeah, it's just such a lovely formula. It's such a huge pan as well, and these you can they're refillable, so you can just sort of, if you run out of one, you can just sort of, you know, repurchase the insert and put it in. So yeah, I love this. They do them in sort of light, medium and dark, but yeah, it's jumped to be my favourite bronzer. Before that I was obsessed with MAC Give Me Sun, but I haven't picked that up. I think that when I've sort of been abroad, I've maybe taken my MAC Give Me Sun because I don't want this one to shatter. But other than that, this one has been my most touched bronzer in 2022, and I'm still picking it up into January. I don't have any plans to, you know, buy another powder bronzer. I've seen that some have launched from different brands, but you know, this one is still a favourite for me, so I would definitely recommend Vieve as a brand as well. Going to move on to some sort of creamy blush and powder blush. So I have just mentioned the Made by Mitchell formula. I have used these before 2022, but these are the shades that I have bought in 2022. So I've got Strawberry Cream and Candy Trip. So this one is sort of a multi-use product for me. I have just said that I like to use it for like a pinky concealer, and it does double as a really nice sort of light pink blush as well. And then this one is the Blush Light, so it's like a shimmery pink, and this is the one that I use mixed with the Primark Glow that I've just shown, or my Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, and I'll mix it with my Vieve Skin Dew to create that really nice sort of glow. I haven't used this one as a blush topper. I've just used it in that way, but I think that it would look really gorgeous itself as a blush topper as well. But yeah, I love this formula. And this, I only really got this for Christmas, but I have used this, I'd say like 3 or 4 times now, and I'm completely obsessed with it. I have creamy blush in sort of pinky shades, and well, I've got like a sort of dark, I'd say it's like a very bright sort of cherry red actually. It's the Made by Mitchell Wears the SPF. So it's that sort of like bright shade, but I haven't really had a peachy one, and this one is from Refy Beauty and it's cream blush in peach. I know it is very, very small, but it is very pigmented. I just rub it on with my finger and pat it in, and it just gives such a gorgeous flush of colour to the cheeks. She does have other shades that I do really want to pick up. I think there's cherry and rose that I do want to try, so I will probably be buying those with my Christmas money, as I love this formula itself. I have got this on my cheeks today, which I have set with a powder blush that I will show you as well. But yeah, I think this is only like £14, and it's such a lovely creamy formula. I've got some powder blushes now, so I will talk about the one that I've got on my cheeks currently. This is also from Vieve, and this is the shade Pesca, so this is such a nice matte peach shade. I got this around April time for my birthday. I have got some peachy blushes. I've got the Charlotte Tilbury, oh, what's it called? Something Ecstasy, and I've got the Peachy Trio from Anastasia Beverly Hills, but this one is just so nice. It's just the most gorgeous sort of matte peachy orange shade. It's my go-to peachy blush. I haven't really used another one since. I love the formula. I love the way that it lasts on the cheeks as well. I do have another shade called Sorbet, which is a very sort of bright pink, which I love as well. That's just somewhere in my makeup collection, but I did just want to show off this one because I am sort of, it's out and I have got it on my face today, but I do really, really like the Vieve blush formula. Then I have got the Kylie blush here. So this is in Winter Kissed, and it's that sort of viral pale pink shade that everyone seems to be wearing. I do really want to get the Dior blush. I know that that one is viral and it's constantly sold out. Everyone and their mother has it, but I do really, really want it as well. But yeah, I love to use this one. I use it with Strawberry Cream and the blush shade that I have just shown from Made by Mitchell. It's just such a gorgeous light pink blush, and I just love using it with the sort of pink concealer trick that I've been doing lately. That with the pink blush, oh, it's so nice. 9 times out of 10, if I'm wearing a pink blush in one of my videos, it is this one. I just love it so, so much. It's such a nice colour, such a nice colour payoff on the cheeks. Love the formula, love the staying power of it. It's just, you know, one of my most picked up pink blushes, you know, that I have had since April. I'm going to talk about a setting powder. So I have already used this one before 2022, but I haven't used this shade. So it's the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder. So I know and love Sugar Cookie. I mean, you can see that I am virtually out of it. I've only got a teeny bit left. So this is the lightest shade, which is the really sort of bright white and dry. But I have purchased the Cherry Blossom Cake, which is the viral pink shade. So you can see here, I don't know if you can see, but it sort of has this like really light pink tinge to it. I wasn't quite sure when I first started using it, but the way that I use it now, I'm obsessed with it. This is what I set the Huda Beauty concealer mixed with the Strawberry Cream blush for the pinky concealer. I set it with the pinky powder, and oh my gosh, I've used it on my eyes today and I love it. I particularly love it when I've got a pink cheek as well. Yeah, I would 100% recommend Huda Beauty as a setting powder. I've had this one for so long, and I've still got a little bit left, but I wanted to try out this newer shade, and this one's going to last me like a year and a half, easy. So yeah, loving these two shades from Huda Beauty. We'll quickly mention some tools as well, because I use my Triggeril Cosmetics powder puff to set my under eyes. It comes with this little bit here, so I put my finger through here. It's a really nice sort of velvet like pad. I'm trying to think if the word has completely gone out of my head. But yeah, I just sort of press it in to bake underneath my eyes, and it's got a nice point to it, so I just sort of carve out my cheekbones as well with it. So I do want to give special mention to Triggeril Cosmetics. I think that I bought this in May time, and I haven't set my face with anything else since. And you get 2 in a pack. And then I do want to talk about the Plouise brushes. I got these, I want to say summertime, and I haven't really put these down. I have used these in so many videos since that you may have seen. These ones in particular are the 198 and 143. I do really like these ones. They are really soft, and they just blend out shadow so nicely. So yeah, I just wanted to give the Plouise brushes a shout out. So I haven't really used anything that's been, you know, so outstanding for my brows. I do really like the Pink Honey Brow Soap. I like the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter, and I recently got for Christmas the Refy Brow Sculpt. I am a bit torn as to whether I do really like it or not. I think I need to use it a bit more, so I didn't really want to include it in my best of beauty because I am sort of on the page about it. But something that I know I love is this NYX brow pen. So this is the Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen. This is in shade Ash Brown. It is just such a thin tipped brow pen, and you just sort of draw hair-like strokes throughout the brow. So I brush my brows up and set them with, you know, one of my brow products like Brow Sculpt, Pink Honey 24-Hour Brow Setter. I will carve out with concealer, and then I can see where I've got gaps then to sort of put this pen throughout the brow. I don't need to use too much of it because I do have quite a full fluffy brow anyway, but I do have sparse areas, and this is just so quick and easy just to sort of fill in. I mean, it takes seconds to do, and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. I think this is only about £11, but you know, you can get it in Boots, and it's almost always going to be on offer, isn't it, for NYX? But yeah, I'm obsessed with this, and it's just gonna be a staple within my brows now. I don't use too many products on my brows, but I have been searching for a product like this, and I'm just obsessed with it. I only really have one brand that has sort of blown me away in 2022 for eyeshadows. I haven't really purchased many eyeshadow palettes, I would say, last year. I had the Norvina Volume 6 palette. I didn't buy that, I had that for my birthday in April time, and I wasn't that impressed by it. But a palette that I am really impressed by is the P. Louise Money Shot palette. I mean, you've seen this on so many of my videos this year. I'm just completely obsessed with the colour story, the formula of both the mattes and the shimmers. I'm just obsessed. And this has a row of bright greens, forest greens, you know, some gorgeous foiled shadows that go with it, and then the bottom tray has neutrals as well. Like, you've got golds in there, you've got browns, you've got like limey greens, pukey greens, so you can not just do a green eyeshadow look, you can do a neutral look as well. I mean, it is a very chunky palette, so it's not really one that I would travel with, but you can have so many different looks with this palette. I mean, you know, I've uploaded so many, and I used this palette today to do a bright green full cut crease. I'm just completely obsessed with it. I have got a few more other eyeshadows from P. Louise. I bought one of the budget boxes, which came with the 3 sort of bridal eyeshadow palettes, and I do really like the like pinky mauvey toned one that I've done a couple of videos on. I do really like the formulas in there. And in the budget box it came with the It Takes Two palette, which is the little thin palette that comes with the heart eyeshadows. I've used that one a couple of times and I do quite like that one as well. That one's quite nice for travelling. But yeah, the Money Shop palette is probably my favourite eyeshadow palette that I have used in that's new in 2022, so I just wanted to give that one a shout out. I mean, this is technically a cheek product because it's the Made by Mitchell Blush Lights, but oh my gosh, this is Drip Drip. I mean, everybody knows Drip Drip. This is viral for a reason. It is the bright sort of glittery silver blush lights from Made by Mitchell. I've done a video on this. It should be up on my channel already, but this is gorgeous to be packed on all over the eyes, or you can just sort of tap a little bit on and it just gives you like a sheer amount of glitter. This can add so much to a look, even if you just put it on the inner corner. It's just such a gorgeous product and it's viral for a reason. So yeah, I just wanted to give this a shout out because I have wanted this for months and I finally got it for Christmas, as it's just constantly sold out on TikTok Shop and Beauty Bay, Made by Mitchell website. So I'm just so happy that I finally own it, and it did not disappoint. Lastly, for sort of makeup, I have got some lip products. I haven't really found any sort of eyeliners or mascaras or eyelashes that have blown me away from sort of new brands. I love Primalash lashes that I'll continue to buy, and then I've got, you know, just sort of the same eyeliners that I do really like to use, or my Plouise paints for my waterline and things like that. But for lips, I cannot find my NYX double-ended lipstick. It was in one of my haul videos for like November, December, and it was the double-ended lip shine. I think it had the red lipstick the one side, and then I had the clear lip shine that you put on over the top. I was obsessed with that. I bought that for Christmas, wore it Christmas Day, obsessed with it. And I need to get more shades in it, so that's probably one of my favourite lip purchases of 2022. But yeah, I have no idea where it is. I think I wore it on a night out, so it's in one of my bags, but I definitely need to get new shades in it, as I'm completely obsessed with the red. It just looks so nice. I went to, where did I go to? I think I went to Cotto, one of our Jake and our favourite restaurants, and I ate some pasta, and my lips were just still perfect, still with the lip shine on top as well as sort of the red underneath it. But yeah, I think that one was about £11 or £12. I do have a photo on my Instagram for me wearing it on Christmas Day, and I'm not sure if I have a video where I've used it, but it's definitely going to be one that I'll write down to make sure that I include for YouTube this year, as I do love that formula. I think that I got this lipstick from Vieve for my birthday. I think that was very much a Vieve purchase for my birthday. I just wanted to try the brand, as it's Jamie Genevieve's brand. So this is in the shade Pinch. It's sort of a mix between like it's kind of like a peachy pink, really. This is such a nice colour. I don't really have a lipstick like it, as I do usually go for like a very pale nude or a pinky nude. So this is, you know, a really nice sort of inclusion to my lipstick collection. It's such a nice comfortable formula. I don't feel it on the lips. I tend to use it with the Vieve Bark lip liner, as I really like the sort of ombre effect that it gives. Yeah, I really like this formula. I mean, I do have to reapply it because it does come off when I eat quite oily foods, like pasta. But no, I really love this lipstick formula. I do really want to get a couple more, as she does have a really pale one. I think that one's called Vieve. I do really want to try that one, as I am running out of a couple of my really light nudes, like Mac Myth and Charlotte Tilbury Kim KW. But yeah, I do love this shade. It sort of comes out when I have like a very sort of autumnal eye, as it just pairs so perfectly with it. But yeah, I do need to pick up a couple more of the shades, because I'm just obsessed with the formula. And then lastly, I do want to give this Plouise kit a shout out. I got this in the advent calendar. I'm wearing it on my lips today. I've worn it in quite a few videos now. I'm just obsessed with it. It comes with a lip liner and a complimentary lipstick tone, like shade. So it's a really nice kit, and this one is Purpose and Inner Beauty. I think she has 14 different kits, so I do really want to check out some of the other ones. But yeah, I really like the formula of both the lip liner and the lipstick. I believe I wore this to Birmingham for sort of like Christmas shopping and Christmas markets, and I did really like it. I only had to reapply a little bit in the centre where I'd had like a Bailey's hot chocolate. But yeah, I'm completely obsessed with the colour payoff. It's so nice. I do really like the tone of it. So yeah, I wanted to give this one a little shout out for my Best of Beauty 2022. But I do want to shout out a few hair products that I tried last year that I will be continuing to use this year. So I have got the brand Colour Wow. I think this is Chris Appleton. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's his brand. I hope I've got the name right. But yeah, I'm completely obsessed with this brand. I've got the shampoo and conditioner in the shower, which I do really like as well. But I do really want to shout out the Dream Coat. So many people will probably know what this is because it's just viral on TikTok. I can get quite frizzy hair. You know, it is bleached. I mean, I do go to the hairdresser to get it done, and we do use Olaplex every time. But, you know, my hair can feel quite dry, and, you know, I'm not amazing with my hair, so when I put heat on it, you know, I do want to protect it, and I don't want it to look really dry and straw-like, as it's quite hard to maintain blonde, I find. I mean, some people out there just know how and what to use on their hair, but I'm a bit of a novice. I'm not 100% sure. You know, I'm more of a makeup person than a hair person. But I love this spray. I just completely saturate my hair with it, and then I will use my brush and my hairdryer in sort of this motion, sort of like downwards, as I do like my hair to be quite straight. But yeah, I really like what this does for my hair. I can see a huge difference from when I use it and when I don't. Just the amount of frizz that I get from blow drying my hair. I mean, I have an anti-frizz technology in my hairdryer, and I use a cool setting, but my hair can still get quite bushy and frizzy, but this definitely helps that, and it gives it a really nice sort of sleek look to it. And then I've got the 1 Minute Transformation. This is a styling cream. I quite like to slick my hair back into either, you know, a bun or a pony. So when I want to sort of slick down my baby hairs and flyaways, I'll put a bit of this cream into my hands and I'll smooth it down, and then I'll use my comb to really make sure that it is tight to my head. So I do really like this. It can make your hair look quite greasy. So if you're going to slick your hair, you're going to want to wash it, you know, or continue to slick it in that sort of hairstyle. You know, it is definitely a product that you want to wash out of your hair, but it really does do the trick. You know, I've probably on my channel, if you've seen before, I've done quite a few hairstyles where I've, you know, slicked it back into a bun or a ponytail for a look, and this is the cream that I've used to do it. I do really like this, and I would recommend it. I have got the L'Oreal Vieve Hyaluronic range. I do have the shampoo and conditioner that I love that's in my shower, but I've got the Moisture Plump Serum and the 72-hour moisture wrapping mask here. Love this range. It has done so much for my hair. Just the texture of it, how soft and sleek it looks. I've had compliments from people at work, you know, when I have used this mask and straightened my hair for the next day, it just looks so shiny and sleek, and it just feels so soft. So yeah, this is beauty on a budget. I mean, L'Oreal is almost always on offer in sort of Boots or Superdrug, so I do really like this range and I would recommend it. It's definitely a brand that I'm going to continue purchasing in 2023. And lastly, I have a body product. So this Lush, every year they bring out Snow Fairy for Christmas. I think it hits the stores and the website around September time. As soon as I saw this on the website, I was obsessed. I have been waiting for this for years. So Snow Fairy, they started out with sort of, you know, the bath bombs and the shower gels, but, you know, they've now got things like the spray that they bring out every year. I've got 2 on my vanity because I'm obsessed with the smell of it. And they've got, you know, one year they brought out like the shampoo bar. Last year they brought out quite a few products. They brought out like a lip jelly and wax melts and things, and they brought out this. So this is the body lotion. I of course got the Big Daddy one. I'm completely obsessed with it. It's just, it's for anybody who doesn't know Snow Fairy, it smells like candy floss and pear drops. It's just such a sweet scent. My sister said that whenever she smells Snow Fairy, she just thinks of me. It's, you know, it's just my scent really, which is really nice. I'm just completely obsessed with it. I use this body lotion as soon as I get out of the shower. I use it every day, every night. I'm obsessed with it. So yes, I will continue to use this in 2023, and I do hope that it's back in September. I really hope that it wasn't just there for the one Christmas. I do hope that everybody else loves it as much as I do and they want it back for 2023, because I will be purchasing another one. But there you go guys, that was a few products that I really enjoyed in 2022. I do hope that in 2023 some other lovely products will be launched that I will be completely obsessed with. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel before you leave, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye!